You truly don't understand the law of detachment until you understand what I'm going to share with you in this video. Most people have a total misunderstanding of what this actually means and how it works in their life. And it is one of the secrets to life, in my opinion, to creating the reality that you desire. But people just have it completely backwards. And so in this video, I'm really going to break down for you what the law of detachment actually is and how to implement it in your life to start seeing the actual results that you want to see. So before anything else, you truly don't understand the law of detachment until you understand that you aren't your mind. To truly detach, you need to be detached from the part of you that is so attached. And what is attached is your ego, your little self, also referred to as the voice in your head. That little voice that's talking all day long and saying all kinds of crazy stuff. A lot of people feel like this voice is them, or at least part of who they are. And this voice just tends to be extremely attached to outcomes. It wants things to go its way, and it wants everything to go how it wants. And so a lot of people say, you just got to detach, bro. You just got to do it. But the thing is that the mind can't do it. Because anything you try to do to detach is, in essence, saying that you're not detached. So it's this weird, freaky paradox where if I'm, sitting here right now saying to myself, I'm detached from the results of this video. I'm completely detached. I don't even care how this goes. It's like if I was truly detached, then why would I need to profess it? There would be no reason for me to sit here and constantly tell myself I'm detached over and over again if I truly was. You can think of it like the trees in the forest that I'm in right now. I'm not sitting here trying to tell myself like how much I don't care that these trees are here and I'm so detached from them. No, trees are just here. I just let them be as they are. The analogy is basically that there are things in your life that you are truly detached from. Like you probably don't really give a crap if it rains tomorrow unless it's your wedding day. So you're truly detached from that. You don't need to get in your head and convince yourself of how much you don't care if it rains, because you just don't care. So this is the weird kind of backwards law of this that makes it a little bit freaky, a little confusing, because you can't really do detachment. What you can do is you can start to detach from this version of yourself that is so attached. You can begin to wake up and realize that you are the awareness that observes your mind, and you are not this mind itself. This awareness that you truly are, it really isn't attached to any outcome. It just openly notices whatever is here without judgment. And this is your true self or your true identity. As long as your true identity or the identity that you're currently inside of is completely identified with the mind, then you're not going to find a place of detachment. But when you ask yourself the question, to whom does this attachment arise? To what part of myself is this attachment coming up? The answer will be beyond words, but in essence, it's your awareness or consciousness that just observes openly whatever is going on. So the more you start to wake up from this mind of yours, this ego-based self or this voice in your head, and just openly watch it, the more you can kind of see how attached this voice can become without you being the attachment itself. So you can kind of, you see the voice and it's saying, man, this has to happen. Like, if this doesn't happen, I'm going to hate my life. It's going to suck. Whatever it says, I'm being dramatic, but from this observer's perspective, from this bird's eye view, you can see, oh, this isn't me. This voice isn't who I am. I don't need to buy into or believe this voice in my head that is saying how much we need this. And so in essence, being detached is being here now. It's being right here in this present moment and putting one foot in front of the other and doing what needs to be done to achieve your goals without getting lost in the endless mental narrative of how important it is for you and, how great it would be to get it and how you don't have it yet. Because that's the other thing. Think about someone who is already who they want to be, who has already achieved their dreams. Do you think they need to do detachment practices to detach from the fact that they are going to achieve their dreams? You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to make $1 million really, really bad, and I made it, would I really have to sit there and be like, I am completely detached from making $1 million? It's like, no, I have $1 million. I don't need to try to profess to myself how detached I am from it. So that's really that weird paradox, is that the harder you try to detach, the more detached or the more attached you become. Because if you had true detachment, there's truly no reason to try. And that's the essence of this, is basically do nothing. Set your intention. Do the action steps. When I say do nothing, I don't mean, sit on your couch, eat Cheetos, do nothing at all as an action. I mean, mentally, stop turning detachment into a task to be performed. Really start to ask yourself, if I was this person that has the things that I want, how would I think and how would I act? You wouldn't be acting like someone who needs to detach from it because you would already have it. So when you begin to release the doer, or this constant trying to get somewhere else, you start to realize that you are just here now. And from this present moment perspective, you can really start to open up to possibilities, including the possibility of completely stepping into the version of the person that you want to become. Because the thing is, anytime you're treating your life, your reality, as something that's going to eventually happen in the future, or the person who you want to become is a make-work project, something that you're eventually going to be, then you're just constantly postponing the being there now. Anytime you try to become detached, what you're really saying is, I'm not detached now. So just let go. Do nothing and just be here, present in the moment. Enjoy your life. And you'll start to be in a much higher state where the action steps you take will have a much better quality behind them. You will start to take action without being identified and lost in this voice that is so attached to everything. And from this present moment, not only will you get what you want much easier and become who you want to be much easier, but, it's also just way more enjoyable too. Way less stressful. And, the saying, like, smell the roses along the way. You should probably do that, because it just so happens that creating the reality you want and smelling roses along the way actually go together really friggin' well. And it's actually much harder to have one without the other. Anyways, hope this helped.